Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening all over the world, wherever you're watching me from. This is Talk to Angie channel, and today I've got a very interesting story I will be sharing with you. But before I share the story, I would love to say a big thank you to everyone that watched my video, my last video, and that commented. Your comment has really helped, and please do comment on this woman's story, because I would really love you to advise her on the best thing she can do to help her marriage. I will be reading out the story straight away, just because of time. It says, "Hello Angie, I want to share my story with you and your viewers, and I believe this will help someone out there who is about to make the same mistake I made. I had a friend whom I met while I was doing my master's, and we became close due to the fact that we understood each other and had similar interests. Most times we hang out together and also go back parties together. We knew each other's boyfriends before I finally got married to a man I loved dearly. This friend of mine was the maid of honor in my wedding. After my marriage, I and my friend no longer hang out together the way we used to. My husband became my bestie. Although we visit each other once in a while. Few months after my wedding, I noticed a total change in my friend's behavior towards me, and I was wondering if a change in behavior was due to the fact that we no longer hang out the way we used to. One day, she visited my house dressed in a provocative manner and would wander around the house like she was seeking attention. This continued for a while. Then one fateful Saturday, I told my husband I would be visiting my mom after my usual weekend shopping and would get home about 6:30 to 7 p.m. But the plan changed because while I was shopping, mom called me to say she had an emergency call from my sister and would rather reschedule the appointment the following day, which happened to be on a Sunday. After my shopping, I drove straight home and unfortunately got a shock of my life. What I saw was heartbreaking. I met my husband on my matrimonial bed with my so-called friend, and they were at it. And quite busy for that matter. I collapsed and I went. When I came around, she was gone and nowhere to be found. My husband was begging for forgiveness, but I wouldn't listen. I was so upset that I moved out of the house. As I'm talking to you, Angie, I am in my parents' house and I'm about to file in for divorce. He has been begging for forgiveness and my parents think I should forgive him. I just need a neutral advice from someone else. Angie, I need your help as I'm finding it difficult to forgive him." Wow. This is a very, very sad story indeed. A very sad one. And it hurts more when it's coming from somebody you trust, somebody you call a friend, somebody you've done a lot of things with. But before I start advising you on what I think you should do, I will be touching on the fact that you said you noticed your friend, a change in her behavior. And you did say you noticed her coming to your house frequently dressed in a provocative manner. My question is, what did you do? Sometimes when I hear people say things, I wonder, what's going on? There are some things that sometimes you need to address. You just need to put a stop to it. Because when you don't put a stop to it, you open up room for them to keep doing the same thing to you. What you would have done since you observed that your friend had been dressing in an enticing, a tempting, a flirtatious manner, you would have called your friend to say, babe, we need to talk. Seriously, this is not about somebody that is having insecurity in marriage or insecure about herself, that is not confident about, her winning her husband to herself. No. This is about somebody that you know her quite all right. You know she doesn't dress, in this manner. And now you're married, you're settled, and she's coming to your house, probably exposing you know, all the sexual parts in her body, so that your husband can probably notice her, and she's wandering around your home and you did nothing. It's sad it has come to this, but you would have called and said, we need to talk. You have a civil conversation with your friend, you know. Let her know, friend, I am a married woman. And I know you. You don't usually dress in this manner, but these days you come to my house dressed, you know, in a way that is not, you know, acceptable. I think you should, you know, look into the way you dress. You know, there's a saying that says, show me your friend and I'll tell you, and I'll tell you who you are. When somebody is coming to a married woman's house dressed in that manner, what message is she passing? What message is she sending? You should have called and have a civil conversation and say, friend, please, when you're coming to my house, I will be happy if you dress, you know, like somebody, you know, decent, you know, say it in a nice way. That you don't like the way she dresses to your house. If she gets obsessed and she wants to go, let her go. You know, sometimes, I think it is better when people are frank with people. Just tell them how you feel rather than pretend. Because a lot of people pretend out there. And to me, you're pretending, you're dying in silence, you're not happy, you're having sleepless nights. It's uncalled for. You should have just called your friend and said, friend, you're my friend and I've known you for a while. Just have that civil conversation and say, please, I think you should dress in a more decent, you know, manner when coming to my house. If she doesn't want to be your friend anymore, so be it, let her go. You left her and you waited up to that point that she came to your house, seduced your husband, and look at you now, you're in a mess. I'm sorry, I'm just being frank with you. I'm just being frank. It's so sad it's gotten to this stage, but you know, girl, you should have just, you know, put a stop to it. From day one, when you saw it, you should have just put a stop. It's not about insecurity. Put a stop to it. It's so sad. And you know, when people are in relationship, there are things, you know, girl or boy, whoever it is that you have, you know, if she's your friend, there are traces, things you would have noticed that must have given you a ding-dong sign. A ringing bell, as in a ding-dong sign for you to be careful of this friend. There are things people do that when you observe, you just know, this is not the kind of person I can call my friend. You know what? I have a lot to talk regarding your story. But I'd like the viewers out there to stay tuned, and I'll be right back. Thank you. Welcome back to Talk to Andy channel. Before the break, I was talking about the ding-dong sign that you need to observe from somebody you want to call a friend, and that will make you say, I can't make this my friend. What are the ding-dong signs? If you have somebody you call your friend, and he or she will always go behind you to talk about your flaws and will never say it in your presence or see how best they can help you, to me, that is a ding-dong sign. If you have somebody you call a friend, and whenever you tell them you want to do something that will take you to the next level, they will never support you, but rather will do everything possible to discourage you or talk you down. To me, that is a ding-dong sign. If you have a friend that whenever they are around male counterparts, all they do is to talk you down, make you feel low, but then they are very good at making themselves feel important, making themselves feel so special. Sometimes they make themselves feel, I'm more beautiful than you are. Oh, you don't look good at all. Be careful. To me, that is a ding-dong sign. If you are around somebody and all they do is to always bring you down, or even whenever they see something nice on you, they never compliment you, or anything they see on you, that is what they want. If they visit your house, they want anything you have in your house. To me, that is a ding-dong sign. It shows that person doesn't have the spirit of contentment. There are signs you need to observe from a friend that will make you say, you know what? I am staying clear this friend. You must have noticed something about this woman. I'm very sure. But maybe because you wanted a friend, you continued. And look at what it has cost you. The situation you're in is a very sad situation. I feel your pain and I understand how you feel. But you know what? I'm just going to encourage you to listen to your parents and forgive your husband. I understand. I know the Bible is even against adultery in marriage. Oh, the Bible frowns at it. But in your email to me, you never mentioned this man was beating you up. You never told me anything, that, it's abuse in marriage that can make me say, oh, that's not right. I'm sure this man was very good. Up until when your friend did what he did in your marriage. What she did in your marriage. So I'm just going to encourage you. Have mercy. Give your husband a second chance. I'm sure he has learned his lesson. And some women, they go through various ways to make sure they bring down people's marriage. Some people do voodoo. You don't know what this woman has done to make your husband fall. You don't know. And if you leave your marriage, trust me, she'll be moving in as soon as possible. You don't want to lose your home. Just give him a second chance. I am fully in support of what your parents are saying to you. The Bible, even in Ephesians 4:32, said to us, forgive one another, even as Christ has forgiven you. I'm just going to encourage you. Forgive this man. And be careful next time when you're choosing a friend. And to all the viewers out there, I don't know who you call your friend. I'm sure you have learned one or two lessons from this story. Be careful the kind of people you invite into your home. Be very careful. It's not everyone you see out there that pretends or smile in your face that really loves you. Some of them are just pretending. I've seen situations where people backstab their friends. Where people do everything possible to bring down their friends or stop them from progressing. I have seen it. I've heard a lot of stories out there. I'm sure you have learned one or two lessons from this story. So for the lady, the woman in question, I pray that the Lord will heal you. And I pray that He will perfect all that concern you and your marriage. You will never fail in marriage. God bless you. And thank you everyone for watching my video. And please don't forget to subscribe. And please press the notification bell so that anytime I post my videos, you will be the first person to know. Thank you for watching and God bless. Bye.